And good morning.
Good morning.
Good
How's
morning,
everybody?
Still waking up?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I hear you. It's a sleepy day today for some reason.
Well, it's near freezing this morning. Just a couple of days ago, it was 80. Yeah.
It is.
Truth, you just don't know how to dress anymore. you know.
Yeah. Got that constant up and down fluctuation in temperature. It is 12 degrees here in Pennsylvania today.
Real good for your joints, isn't it?
The ones that can work right now. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the weather's just been. It can't make up its mind.
Yep.
Have you
It will in
noticed?
February.
It seems like this is going to be the way that it is. I believe last May we had a day that reached almost 100 degrees
Ugh.
in May, like not the last part of it either. And now, you know, you might need a jacket in June. So
Oh, that's not a problem in Louisiana. It'll hit 100 degrees all the time in the summer. It doesn't know when to be winter.
how do y'all deal with the heat all the time?
And the humidity.
Yeah, the humidity is what gets you.
I deal with it by staying right here and not going out there.
I didn't go outside this summer that much either because it was just too hot and sticky.
I thought I was going to do some summer tubbing, but I'm not really outdoorsy. So
Now, I did do that. Dennis says it's 16 degrees where he's at.
Yeah, the sun's out here too, but that don't mean nothing.
Yes, Sharpie. Mama's away and the kids will play. I might even push a few buttons. She can't stop me.
The lunatics have taken over the asylum.
oh yeah, and we have lots of privileges in here too. Like we can do a lot of damage if we really wanted to.
It'll never be the same. She's probably listening and going, "Oh my God, I turned these fools loose. My stream."
How can we destroy Jess's channel?
Just one push of a button.
Yep. That was like Rico's 24-hour stream where he added a few of us as admins and he went to sleep like, okay, well, I guess he's trusting us a lot.
But y'all did a great job.
Good
Nobody went in his back, the background. They did a little button pushing, and it was fun. They should do that every year. A 24-hour stream for Christmas.
It was fun.
I guess we should see who's all in here, huh?
Maybe
We
so.
got 12. Lori, Monster Fish Gals here. Rising Sun Aquatics, Mystery Snow Guardians. Levi said hi and bye. There he
popped in. School.
Yeah.
Hey, I had to get to school or something. Then we got Dennis. Christiansen. I actually read that right. I agree, Jerome. It has been a very sleepy week. Sharpie. Timbo. Mike's Aquatics and Things. Miss Susan. And one and only Degenerate Fish Keeper.
And we have Mike's Aquatics and Things, and Shanna is here. She's probably driving and lurking.
Yep. Geek boy. Just type in some random stuff to show that he's here as well.
Yep, making a statement. And Merrick.
Good morning, Merrick.
And of course, Miss Susan, I did not start my door. I think I was going to start working on maybe when it slows down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I have ideas and then I forget to write down what the idea was. And now I can't remember what the idea. And it was really cool at the time, I thought. So,
yeah. That happens to me all the time.
Well, I have notes, something. And then when I get, and I pull them down. And I'm finished with them, but at least it keeps reminding me. And too Cooley for Schoolie, good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning.
It catches us up.
See, that's my problem is I don't have pen and paper. If I'm going to take a note, it's going to be in my phone, and which is not very quick for me to type something on my phone.
No, it's the one
Me
thumb
neither.
thing.
My thumbs get into thumb wrestling mode. They're too big.
Yeah.
And when it's cold, have you noticed it doesn't type good? When your
I
fingers
noticed.
are cold?
Yeah, I noticed my fingers don't work very good when it's cold.
And the phone doesn't acknowledge your fingers either. It's like,
Hmm.
and I'm pushing the button and it's just not working for me. But we had some good streams on yesterday. Let's see, how long did Ed and Rico go? 4 hours?
Yeah. They went on for a while.
I did my entire water changes and they were already on before I started. So
I meant to do all my water changes, and I didn't do any of them yesterday or over the weekend.
see, I didn't either, so I had to do these. It's like I'm not gonna let this get out of hand.
Well, I used to do them every weekend, and then it slips a little bit. So I make sure I do it sometime in the week every week, whether it's like 10 days later or 5 days after that. Kind of inconsistent.
Good morning, Debbie Russell. And Miss Susan says she uses her mic voice. Well, Miss Susan, my mic voice does not understand Southern country.
Mine doesn't either.
I can't even figure out what it meant 3 days later.
Like, there's a special code, and then it says, "What did you just say to you?"
And it's like, there's just no telling the way it will come out. One time I tried that, and I was trying to message Aqua Funk on the chat on the comments, and it did not pick up funk, and I just didn't catch it. And then I happened to be just looking at myself, so I'm hurrying up to try to take it down real quick because I did not mean for that to come out like that. And I know I didn't say it that way. Fish fasted 4 days. Well, okay. Yep. I let mine fast every once in a while too.
Yeah, I think the longest I've gone is 5 days.
Scribbling on cigarette packs. My daddy used to do that.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Susan. That you were gone for 4 days and you only have one loss.
Yeah, and it's a sick platy, so it might have died anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one that's acting iffy.
I got one that looks like it's got tumors all over. It's not its what do you call it? The caudal peduncle, right by the tail.
Huh.
And I was trying to catch some of them last night to reduce my stock in there because I added some more rainbows. And of course, if one doesn't die today, it'll surprise me because I had it in the net and it just got enough of a crack and it went. And of course, and I was trying to keep it in and I failed it. He swam off and I don't see him floating, so apparently he made it.
What kind of rainbows did you add?
I just added 6 of those turquoise rainbows.
Ooh. Yep,
I picked
those
up
are
at
nice.
that little fish store in Wilmington, not too far from me.
Nice.
And I did buy some more this past weekend. I got 2, I think they were Australian rainbows, and they had one male, Bosemani. How you say it?
Yep.
It's hard to find rainbows here.
Yeah, I have to just order mine because they might have Bosemani. Every now and then they'll get like thread fins or celebes or something, but they don't have a good selection of the Melanitania or Radnicentris or the Glossolepis.
Well, some of the places where you see the Bosemani are like they look bad. Like,
yeah,
they don't look good at all.
They're mixing up the strains and muddying the coloration. You don't know where they came from. So, yep.
Good morning, Jenny Lynn. Yeah, he had One, he told me there was one male, which I recognized what it looked like, but the other ones that were the same coloring, he said they must have been females. They were the same coloring in a way, but they were a little bit slightly different in shape. They looked more
Hmm.
shaped like the Australians, but they had the coloring of him,
Is
sort of, kind of,
were
sort of.
they of crossbred and made
I don't
like
know.
Mm,
what do
I
they
mean,
call
I know
it?
the Australians. Most of those, like if they're just labeled Australian rainbows, they're probably just like a hybrid of various ones that look
Like the
very
moss
similar.
pit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Except it's a little less ethical to do hybrid rainbows the way they sell those.
Yeah, because you get into all that the rainbow stuff. A lot of them people are pretty particular on what they want.
Well, I mean, you never know when one of them's going to be completely gone from the wild. You know, they're
Hmm.
you find them in like one tributary on one island, and that's it. If they're gone.
And I get it because on your care species list, there's quite a few of them that's already happened to.
Hmm.
One thing we need to mention is the sponsor, Joe Shrimp Shack. Remember, whenever at 4 hours after the stream, you got that TAMS code you can use to order from his website. It was posted
yes,
at the beginning, so everybody go check his store out and go to his channel because man, he got some funny stuff on there.
I got a box in from Joe yesterday, and just I did not order this, but this is what I got. Let's see. Let me take. And he sent me a piece of Toya wood.
Nice.
And yes, you got wood
It's,
hanging from the ceiling.
yes, I thought that was cute. Do we want to play his video or?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that.
Okay, let me see. Let me see if I can remember how to do this. Let's see. Yes, I need to.
All right, let's
But y'all
all
can
three of us
chit
try to
chat.
find it too.
I've got it saved.
I'm
Oh,
gonna say
okay.
I
Did
already have it ready.
Nice.
did
Oh, you
well.
do?
I have it in a folder, but where did I put the folder? Oh, here it is.
Well,
Well,
About to do it.
Jenna's
you go.
Secret Santa got her some blue dreams from Joe's Shrimp Shack, and I'm noticing that they're buried, like heavily buried, like about to
Cool.
hatch. So that'll be nice. Start a colony of those.
Okay, now you're gonna have to walk me through this again. See, it says it's loading. Can y'all see my screen? And
I
it
can
didn't do
see
anything.
you.
Okay, it didn't do a
You
thing.
gotta share the screen.
Oops, 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 stop, stop, stop.
No, don't share
Get
that
back to
tab.
StreamYard. Okay, share. Oh, I
How,
didn't click
how
that little
many
box.
how many shrimp did you get from the was it the 5 pack or whatever?
I guess it's a 5 pack, but it came with 6.
No, he gave you an extra just in case.
Yep, and they're all 6
Good,
still alive.
great.
I think I got you.
You
There
got
we go.
Why did it stop playing?
that's
I can't get it to play.
You got it, Skipper, though? You have it pulled up?
yeah. I can
Will
pull it
you go
up,
to chat?
but take that down, and then I can bring it up real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Share. Boom.
Ed, good morning, Ed. Picking up cichlids under the weather.
Here we go.
Dude, did you see the size of Joel's shrimp?
No, I get it. Were they good size? Come on, tell me.
Dude, there's one out. Take a look, quick, quick.
That gets me all the time.
You can tell when people have downtime how creative they can get.
Yep.
Increase sales up to 21%
What are you
by adding
doing?
another sales channel.
That's not a sponsor.
Okay, I hope I didn't mess up anything.
Mm.
You know, you hit the whole thing of not going to that automatic replay thing, and
Yeah, oh, yeah.
you got to do it every time. It don't make no sense.
Oh, Jess, no, that's me typing, Mike. It's a trick. It's trickery.
That's
Good
right.
morning, Rico Stan.
His entire life is downtime. The only thing he creates is a mess.
Rico must leave a trail wherever he goes. You know, some people just do that. They open up something, they leave it, they walk off, they do this over here, and they turn this over, and it's like you can follow their path.
Well, yeah, that's me completely.
Is that you?
Oh, yeah. And you'll know where I know where my tools are by knowing what the last project I worked on was, because that's where they are. It's near that work site, even if it's done.
The issue
Good morning,
is
Ed's picking up cichlids.
you start something, and then right in the middle of it, something else comes up, and you don't have time to clean that up because you're in the middle of that other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Good morning,
Yeah,
Vinay. Yeah,
that
it's just,
happens.
So as you need a tool, you just go and get it from that last job site and move it over to the next one. And then you've got tools in two places.
Good morning, Kelly.
Morning,
Well,
Kelly,
When
Vinay.
I had a motorcycle, I would not leave my motorcycle overnight at the guy that fixed it because I was afraid it would disappear because he just worked in his yard basically, but he was a good mechanic. So I'd ride it up, let him do whatever he had to do, then I'd ride it back. Well, if he needed, say, a nut driver, he'd say, okay. And he would walk out in this vast yard of broken down parts of cars and motorcycles and stuff. And an electric tool would be in the ground, been stepped on a few times. He'd pick it up out the dirt, brush it off, and go in there, plug it in, and use it. It's like, you aren't afraid of getting electrocuted? He said, no, it's been a couple of days. It's dry. He'd leave it out there. Crazy.
Mm.
well, you're into motorcycles. That's not a good thing to do because then you're out there, especially if you got all that chrome. You're out there cleaning it up because it's driving you nuts because it ain't shiny anymore.
Well, I had a crop rocket that didn't have shiny. We had plastic.
I had one of those too. I loved it.
Oh, they're fun. It's just they're not fun on a long ride.
No, not at
Because
all.
when you get there, you can't move your shoulders or your elbows. Good morning, Mark 389. And Greg's Planted Tanks. Good morning. Yeah, those
Morning.
kind of for youngsters to enjoy.
New local Austin came in.
And yes, he did. Aqua tendencies. Yeah, we do a few.
Yep.
So we need to start a support group. I started developing aqua tendencies when, I did not have a Harley. But if I was to ever do it again, I would have one of those trikes. So you don't have to hold yourself up at stoplights and all.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Because that is tiresome. And every town has so many lights. So, yeah, I'd be doing it that way from now on.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever have a motorcycle. I don't think Jenna would be happy about that. I think those days are over unless we both have a midlife crisis or something and decide to get one.
You can always get a Corvette.
I don't think I can fit in a Corvette.
It would be hard, but we have one, and it's parked in the driveway, and he fires it up in the driveway, and he looks at it in the driveway. And about every 4 months, it actually moves out of the driveway. He starts it up a lot and looks at it.
How old is it?
It's a 2004-ish.
Hmm.
The car has a story. His son, the one that was murdered,
Mhm.
got it about 3 months before he was killed.
Oh, okay.
And he and the girlfriend. And so it was in her name on the car title, so nobody could do anything with it. And she let it go back because she said she couldn't afford it by herself. So his other son found the car across the state, and he went and made payments on it until he paid it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then for Father's Day last year, he gave it to his daddy. So, and now
Something he's never
that's
going to
his.
get rid of.
No, I mean, and it'll if we have to, it'll be propped up on jack stands in this driveway, but it
Yep.
won't ever leave probably.
Yeah.
So
I've always wanted one of those older ones with the Stingray version. The only thing with them is you put the pedal to the metal, you watch that gas gauge go right down.
Well, now, I have taken this one for a drive, and you got to be paying attention when you mash the gas, because that tail end will come out from underneath you.
Oh yeah.
Because I had to see what it could do too, on my own. It's different than riding and actually feeling the power. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now I see why Miss Jenna P don't want no motorcycle in your house.
No, I mean, even we were driving to Shreveport a couple of years ago, and we witnessed somebody on the interstate like losing control of their bike and going off the side. Luckily, he seemed to be all right. A bunch of people stopped, but yeah, it doesn't seem
That was
fun.
pure luck that he
I was-
was okay.
Man, I was coming home from work one day, and we was crossing each other, like they were coming this way, I was going that way, and I saw this groundhog. I'm like, no, don't.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do it. Come on, just go back this way. Don't go across. Well, that stinking thing went across, and the one motorcycle dude had to lock it up. But luckily, they all slowed down. But it's just one of them things where it happens around here. You got to dodge deer too.
Yes, you did here too. And
So-
dogs. People let their dogs run. Good morning, my fish tanks aquatics, John. And good morning, Tinkerbell. Glad to see you back in here.
In Canastilla
Yes.
Valley, David, and yep.
Catch us up.
Mm.
Dee Dee Earnhardt, yeah, I have. That's like on my way to the mechanic one time, I thought, let me see what this thing can do, because it was a long stretch, nobody out there but me. And I had that thing up to over 100 miles an hour. Then I thought, what if a squirrel runs out? And it's like, stop it. Good morning, Bunny Viper. It's like, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
So
I had mine up
that was
to 110, and it wasn't red
Good
line.
Lord.
So I had more.
I've been on the back of it and looked over and saw 134. But you can't do anything but just hang on, because you can't bother the driver at that point. But when you get through, you can cuss them out when they stop. Good morning, fish dreams.
It was, the funny thing about that, because I just got it and I wanted to see what it would do
Yeah.
on the interstate. Well, I had this dude beside me on a Hartley Sportster, like one of the older Sportsters, and he didn't care. Like, he had no windshield, nothing, and he was down like this, hugging his tank. He was trying to stick with me. I was like, all right, I'm stopping before he hurts himself. It's good times. It's one of them good stress relievers, though, when you're out in the country just cruising.
Yes, yes.
And-
but when it becomes work trying to keep alive because of traffic, trying to kill you, that's the reason why I stopped. I sold mine. It's like, I can't get home without having to dodge a car that has just passed me and then pulled over on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they went around me, they were behind me and went around me, but yet just, you can't do but just so much. It's not fun. But we should mention the reason why we are here is because Jess is out today with some personal family business. And hopefully she'll be back tomorrow. If not, tomorrow when we do the members stream, we will some of us, all of us, may be here again tomorrow. But the show will go on regardless.
So just mentioned that tomorrow at the members only stream, she's gonna explain where she's been last
Yes.
couple of days. So y'all show up for that. And in case y'all didn't know, the members has 3 tiers now, and it was $6.99, but that's now the top tier. And so there's 2 other ones that are cheaper, and I believe $2.99 or $3.99.
There it is.
$2.99 a month. So, yep, join up now. If you were hesitant before about the price, I know a lot of people are members of a lot of channels and trying to divide their membership funds among all the channels. Then now you got some options, and everyone gets access to the members only stream regardless.
And the members only stream is a little different, and we can talk about whatever people want to talk about. We don't have to stick to an agenda, like for today's. We're supposed to try to cover a certain amount of stuff for her, which we have not been doing. But, it's tomorrow, and it comes about 11:05. I think that's Jess's time. I think it's 12:05 for me. But it follows Joe's Shrimp Shack live stream.
Yeah.
So as soon as he's over, go to her Mains, Tails, Fur, and Fins page and click on the community tab, and you'll be able to find the membership stream there. So, and if you have any questions, just reach out. And Rico's there.
Rico,
Welcome.
I knew we'd sucker you in. It was that fine salesmanship, wasn't it?
It's it's cheaper now.
Kenny ain't the only one that could sell cars, boats, and jet skis.
I am not a salesman by any means. I can negotiate the heck out of something if you try to sell it to me, but I'm not a salesman. I was starved to death. But the bargain membership is still great, Debbie.
I have a bad poker face whenever I really want to buy something.
Oh, from working at the prison for 30 years, I have an excellent face.
I can imagine.
It teaches us some things. Good morning, Michael Long.
Morning, Michael.
Most definitely does.
Yes. Well, you have to.
Also, if you have any articles, short stories, species stats, email it to Susan's for SLC Aquatics at the Gmail there, because what she'll do is she'll put it up on a newsletter. Then you can sign up for the newsletter, and she'll send it to you monthly or every 2 months. Depends upon how much stuff she gets from people.
And she's waiting on some. He's waiting on some additional stories, I believe, for this January, February one. So if you've got any, don't think you need to wait until the next go around. She's still looking for content.
And our friend Eduardo, he's been doing some work for some of us, going to Aquachella Orlando. And people have been asking about if they could take their pets. So he has the contact person that you need to contact is Pam Becker, and I'm going to put her number in the chat. And she is the person in charge of finding out exactly what you can and can't do with your pets. Because you don't want to get there and can't take them in, or you don't want to not go and you could take them in. This way you will know 100% for sure yourself.
I saw some dogs at Aquachella Dallas. Some of them were legit service dogs, but like Mississippi Hippie, she had her little, I don't even know what it was, but it was like palm-sized, tiny dog.
What it comes down to is the venue that's holding the event, what their rules and stuff are.
Yeah,
so it's going to be I would think that it's going to be different for each Aquachella.
Could be.
Yes, and this Pam lady, I guess, is in charge of the actual building. I'll have to copy that again.
Well, where is Eduardo this morning?
He was in earlier at 6 something this morning, I saw.
Okay.
But
Probably
I believe
sleeping.
he's
Went
probably
back to
teaching.
sleep.
I have to go
Oh
to
yeah, I
the
guess are
Facebook
they
site.
Yeah, I think they're virtual.
Yep. They went virtual, and Jenna's school went virtual, although she still has to be there at the school physically.
Oh, okay. I got to tell you, being on the parent side of it, I hated it because unfortunately the teachers can only do so much from their side.
Yeah.
So that leaves you as the parent to whenever they have questions like afterwards. And nowadays, what they're teaching, they did not teach that whenever I was in school. So
Well, that's like today. My kid is testing, so I had to go in there and get her into the test site, which was not uploaded on her computer. And it's like because she was trying to follow the teacher's instructions and it wouldn't do it, and I couldn't do it. So we had to upgrade it and all that kind of mess. And Debbie Russell has become a
Debbie
new member.
Russell.
A good salesman job there, Stephen P.
No, Rico clarified it was the price. He made sure that we didn't get any credit for selling it.
Hey, it don't matter.
That way,
However
Jess
it happens.
doesn't have to pay me commission on each of these memberships. It's all about the price.
And good morning, Joseph Stanley.
Joseph.
Yeah, some of them were corgis. You did see some corgis there. I wonder where they came from.
A couple of those corgis.
And there's going to be some for sale probably not too far down the road.
I believe there might be some for sale at Aquachella Orlando. If I'm remembering some stream information.
Morning, Roxanne. Eric Wyrock. Well,
I'm gonna have to get myself for just a second.
Those are some adorable puppies.
So what the next, the one that's this weekend, right, Stephen? The Aquafest is.
It is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. What is that? The 15th and 16th. And we're definitely gonna go Sunday. Gonna try to make it on Saturday. Well, I am. Jenna's like my daughter's in choir at school, and they've decided like the practice is 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then it's like released to parents at between 11 and 1, and then you come back an hour later for the actual concert. They're just like, oh, if you had Saturday plans, sorry.
Yeah,
taking away the whole Saturday.
How far away is that from your place, the Aquafest?
I think it's about 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
No. So we're not gonna like go and stay. I'll drive there in the morning, drive back, and then do the same thing on Sunday.
Because Aquafest, I guess it's a show that was previously going on called Fragnavia something, and they renamed it maybe.
I don't know.
And it's 2 days. It's going to have saltwater and fresh water. And so there'll be a selection of aquatic livestock, equipment, and more. And if you don't want to have to stand in line, you can buy your tickets online.
Yep, we got our tickets purchased. I'm not sure if I needed to buy tickets, but we went ahead anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have them.
No, I don't think you did. Because Joe Shrimp Shack also is, it's going to be a soft launch, and I'll go ahead and talk about this now. It's going to be a soft launch down there for the fish tubers thing. To have a booth so people can come and meet at the the smaller places that a lot of us can go to, that not everybody can afford to go to Aquachella. Because, for instance, I'm just going to say it. Aquachella Orlando, that's just going to be expensive for somebody like me who lives up north, and you got to fly down. Right now, airfare to Orlando is oh my, it would be like $1,400. Then you got to rent a car.
Just for you?
It'd be for the both of us
Oh,
It's still,
that's, yeah, that's still insane. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I'm going to try to share a page again. So what I need to do is share, right?
Yep.
Share screen.
Mhm.
Go to window.
Share screen.
Well, Jenna's talking about trying to fly to Orlando for Disney World because that was back when you could get a plane ticket for like $5, but now it's going up again and trying to make up for lost wages. I have no
Oh
idea.
yeah, if you can get on that plane, that's another one. And this is Fish Tubers. This is something that Joe has set up, and you can get yourself added into this so that you can get notifications. There's his contact. You can send a little message. He's listing the events. So right now, Aquafest is up there. There's for the shirt purchase, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so Jess is in there. I see Stephen P is in there. And then if you go into her link, you can click on to go to her streams. So and there's Stephen P. And there's his stuff too. So you can get your information put out there too. So if somebody just goes into Fish Tubers, they can find you.
What it does is it helps, like if there's an event, that y'all want to get together and do a collaboration at the event. There's something there that, it helps set up to where everybody can communicate with each other also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice.
I still have
There's
no
things
idea
out here
what to expect whenever I get there. Like, I don't know how big the event's going to be, what it's going to look like. But that was me when I went into Aquachella blind. Like, I've never been to one. And the first day, it was kind of overwhelming. But I feel like this one's going to be a little smaller just because they're just kind of getting re-ramped up again.
Well, I think after the exposure to Aquachella, it kind of probably helped you prepare for anything else.
Yeah.
Because it's basically going to be similar in a way, because it's still your friends.
Yeah.
And that's the awesome thing, these booths that they're putting up for. Yeah, I have never met you personally, but I will know your face in a crowd,
Mm-hmm.
And I can
and that's the reason
that's
really the only reason that I go to these is if I know that Fish Fam's going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that for Triple Crown, like that. I'm not really the speakers. Yeah, that'll be fine and all that, but I'm going because it seems like everybody else is going. So
it's that one's more centralized in between everybody, I think, for everybody to get a chance to go meet each other, as opposed to the other ones that are in the four corners of the country. It seems like.
Yeah, it's crazy that it's like the same amount of drive. Like Rico said, it's like 12 hours. It's going to be 11-12 hours for us. So it is pretty centralized.
Well, I mean, that's good. He's upper New York by Ontario, the lake.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty far down south in Louisiana. So that's pretty good.
Close, can't see it. The closest LFS is an hour drive since the store in town is closing January 31st.
That sucks.
Hate that.
Especially when all you need is a bottle of this or a bottle of that.
Yeah.
One of the things that I do like to tell people is whenever they get into it, like I've had people around here be like, so you got fish? Yeah, I love doing it. Well, give me some advice. Well, make sure go first, support your LFS first. I said they're the ones that got a lot of knowledge. They've been doing it for years. And then branch out. Like, I mean, I understand like tanks and stuff like that, but I would rather go get fish from my LFS than we'll say, Petco somewhere, because she actually quarantines her fish. She will not sell them if they're sick. I mean, there's other places they don't neither, but she does a quarantine stage before she puts them up for sale.
Yep. I mean, I think that's the most important thing is like normally an LFS is going to be your source for better quality fish that they've done the work of weeding out the weak ones. like all the fish that come from farms, and the farms breed for numbers rather than quality. So you kind of have to do the weeding out yourself whenever you get them.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can I share a photo from my computer?
Yeah.
How do I do that one?
This the same way you just did it with the website.
Yep, just open it on your computer and share that screen.
Because it's not up in my tabs. It won't go up in my tabs. It just shrinks down and comes up.
Well, bring it up. Have it in the background. Whenever you go to share, go to window, and it should be right there. Then you can just click on it.
Okay. If I
And we
bring
got-
it up, I can't see anything else. I can't get to the share stuff.
Welcome to membership. It's picking up cichlids.
Yes. It sucks. This is really, really cool.
Whenever you bring the picture up, you should be able to go down on your taskbar and bring your internet back up to StreamYard.
Yeah.
Then go down to share and go over to the picture.
And if it's easier, you can email
Oh, I'm sorry. Did
Oh,
you
you
see
got
the? Did it share? Is it sharing?
Yes, it's
Um,
shared.
it. Yeah.
Okay, I found this at my local fish store.
Whoa.
Isn't that thing cool?
That's quite a nope rope.
Wow, that thing's awesome.
Just a little bit scary.
It was like 3 feet long or so.
It looks longer than that, really. I mean,
It does.
what size tank do you think that's in? Like black ribbon, $90, black ribbon eel. Cool.
Turtle.
I like turtles.
But when I saw that, I thought, oh my gosh, Yeah, but the actual tank it was in, it's just a small, how they do saltwater stuff
Mhm.
a lot of times.
Mm.
So it was really tripled up, as far as in length. MSC says that's just a baby. Good morning, MSC.
We had Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics come in. Good morning.
So who is that? Oh, picking up. Ed's picking up cichlids as our last member joining in. That's great.
Mhm.
Thank you guys. Jess is going to be so excited.
Yep. And anyone who came in late, just a reminder, like the memberships are now multi-tiered and there's cheaper options. $2.99 will still get you into the members only stream that happens every Wednesday at 11 Central.
And she has some perks for different levels.
Yep. And yeah, I believe the top level gets you a discount on her online store.
On our store. Yep.
I think it was 10%.
Yes.
Don't quote me, but I believe that's what it was.
Something
Morning,
like that.
Misfit Reptiles and Aquatics. How you doing?
Foxy fishes. Yeah, I'm good with holding off on them snails because of it's pretty cold over here too, and like tomorrow, the next 2 days is going to be 40 degrees.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Skipper. So it's like near freezing temperatures today. And what's your weather looking like? Because I'm just trying to find out. It was like, should I ship those plecos today, or should we wait until it's going to be a little bit warmer?
Let's wait because the next 2 days are going to be 40 degrees, but then it's going to drop back down into the 30s again. I think we'll wait till this cold snap's done, and then we'll relook at it.
Okay.
I'll keep an eye on the weather for you.
Okay.
Blue
Yeah,
Sarge.
and it going to get too bad around here. I mean, it occasionally, like in the winter every year, we'll have just a couple of days where there's like a hard freeze warning, and then after that, we're kind of in the clear. And it's not a big deal shipping in the cold as long as the temperature is going to be consistent. Like I don't want to put a heat pack in there and then suddenly it get 80 again on the way.
Oh, well, yeah, if you put a heat pack in there, by the time it hits up here, it'd still be good because it's cold. But
Yeah.
I think on the safe side, we'll just wait.
Yeah, John, 40 degrees is cold, 3 degrees is cold, 12 degrees is cold. It's all cold. It all sucks.
Cold.
If I can't wear shorts, it's cold.
Now, my husband wears shorts almost all year. It has to be really cold for him to put long pants on.
I brought my kids out to the bus this morning. I still wore shorts. I wasn't out there very long.
Mhm.
Barbara Jackson, go on to Amazon. You can get it on Amazon.
Yeah, I broke in at least 2 of those. I get them from Amazon. Not one whole internet. No one has the part. Yeah, Amazon's got various things like that and adapters and stuff. Like, it took me forever to figure out what adapter I needed for the bathroom sink.
Yeah.
Apparently the adapter's called Tom Thumb, which that's very it's not very technical. Tom Thumb. It's the smallest one.
That's cute. Oh, I have something to show y'all. Our friend Annette from Mr. Schnell Guardians made this coffee cup sponsor video for me. This lady, she does some pretty cool stuff.
Yes, she
Push it out.
does.
I'm learning to push buttons, so I've got to hang on. Let's see if I got it right this time. Isn't that fantastic?
Listen, she's good. She's really, really good at that stuff.
Thank you, Annette.
Wait, play that one more time.
Oh, isn't that fantastic?
Listen, she's good. She's really, really good at that stuff.
Thank you, Annette.
Wait, play that one more time.
Isn't that fantastic?
Oh.
Let's see, what did I do?
Streamception.
Yes.
Kept mirroring itself.
Oh, Greg said Ken's Fish has a brass adapter in stock.
That's another good website too.
Ken's, yeah. Who ordered from there? I think Rico ordered from there. A bunch of fish food.
Yes, he does.
Like some frozen stuff.
I did too. It freaked me out the first time I did it. It comes with dry ice.
Nice.
Yeah, you were telling us about that. That was cool. Okay, I did find it again, Stephen.
I was just seeing like the motion of the logo, because I'm like, I don't actually know how to do that on do that manually and make it stick like that. So that's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
It's a neat trick.
Yep. And she did that like in minutes. She made me 3 new little doodads. So, yeah, I just asked if it was okay to mention it, and then she comes back with that. Super nice lady. Big Whizzle, thank you for the super sticker, $4.99.
Yeah.
That is a super sticker, correct?
Yeah. No, it's a super chat because it has a
Super
message.
chat. I'm sorry.
So yeah, motion tracking on the software. I've used a motion tracking, and usually it's a little bit shaky. That's why I was wanting to watch it again to see if the logo moved at all. So that was pretty smooth.
Yes. Yeah, she's got tricks up her sleeve. There's talent everywhere in this family. It's just amazing. And good morning, SC Catahulas. I missed that.
Oh, me too.
As I was busy pushing buttons and getting lost.
Yep.
See, you got did you see Annette's comment to you?
Let me know if you want me to play with your logo and make you some. Okay.
That's all I did was center my logo.
Alrighty.
Good morning, Bex. How
Morning,
are you
Bex.
doing this morning? Barbara Jackson, I put the link in chat for you. It'll take you right there.
All right.
Okay, do we want to do a rundown of the event, Skipper?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
You want me to do it, Stephen?
if you already have it pulled up, it'd be faster. So go ahead.
But there was another thing I was told about Python. It is discontinuing. So stuff that you need, you better get it. I don't know if they're rebranding or what they're doing.
They have to be rebranding because that's like the number one aquarium item. That'd be like Fluval going out of business for no reason. Like, that's
I know,
crazy. They have to be doing something different. Because like what's the alternative? That Aqueon one that's like not as good.
Oh,
Not just kidding.
Yeah.
Everybody fusses about it that has it.
Uh-huh.
all right. So here we go. This weekend, January 15th and 16th, you got Aquafest in Slidell, Louisiana. Then you have the Tropical Fish Swap meet up in Northbrook, Illinois on January 23rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then February 26th and 27th is Aquachella Orlando at the Gaylord Palms Resort. Same place they had it last year.
That was a cool looking place from the videos I saw.
Yeah, it is. Looks pretty nice. Another tropical fish swap up at the Northbrook, Illinois. It's on March 6th from 10 to 2. Seems like we need to make some trips to Illinois.
I know Illinois got all the cool stuff, and then GCCA.
They got a meeting on March 13th. I would think that that's probably for members, but if you are a member, this is a reminder for you. And maybe this would be a good thing for you to become a member so you can learn to see what Dave has to say about those words there.
Cyprichromis and Paracyprichromis.
There you go. Then March 26th, which I will be trying to go to this. It's in Lancaster, Pennsylvania at that fish place. They're having a freshwater swap, just fish, animals and plants only, no equipment or saltwater fish. It's from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Is it really just 10 or 15 bucks to set up your own table to sell stuff?
Yes, it is $10 for the members of the club. And then if you're a non-member and you want to set up a table, it's only $15.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself too. I mean, that's a good thing because then maybe it'll bring more people in to sell stuff and maybe you'll have a better variety.
Yeah, and then the admission itself is dirt cheap too.
$3.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
No, that's actually pretty good. Then you got the Aquatic Expo down in Atlanta, Georgia on April 2nd and 3rd. I didn't have time to look this up. I'm not sure if it's both salt or fresh. Do you know anything about it?
I thought it was mostly salt, but I mean, that's kind of what I thought about Aquachella too, but there was a good bit of fresh water. Let me, I'll do some Googling while you go through the rest of them.
Okay. Then down in Orlando is Reef Palooza, and I do believe that is saltwater. It's April 23rd to the 24th. That's all the information that there is on it right now, which I will actually... I'm going to look this up, see if there's a different flyer with the place and time.
Aquatic Expo is fresh and marine.
Okay, it's both.
Yep.
Then you got Aquaticon. It is in Knoxville, Tennessee. Fish Room Fever is helping his local fish store set this up. It's at the Knoxville Expo Center, and if you watch the clip that they have, that Knoxville Expo Center looks like a pretty big space.
Yeah, it definitely does. This is one that I'm sad about missing this year.
I know. I wish I could go. I know it's just one day, but just to see it, because it looks pretty big. Then this, I do believe, is Reef Palooza up in New York on June 25th to the 26th. More information to come. Save the date. You got 4 clubs that are putting this on. Originally, it was just 3, and then the 4th one came in. They're still calling it the Triple Crown. It is the what is it? ACA's 50th anniversary of holding an event, and they asked others if they wanted to join them so that they could make it bigger. And you got your Live Bear Association, your Cichlid Association, Killifish Association, and I'm going to say it's the Rainbow Association. Yeah. And it's going to be pretty big. There's going to be a lot of stuff there. A lot of us are going, and I think it's going to be pretty neat. Then August 6th, August 7th, you got Aquachella Dallas. I didn't see where it's at yet, what hotel, if it's in the same one or not as it was last year, same location. Then you got the Reef Palooza in Anaheim, California. August 13th to the 14th. More information to come. September 23rd to the 25th, you have the Keystone Clash. I know there's a lot of people that are still confused. There's more information to come on it. They're still doing their meetings and stuff. But it is going to be in a bigger space, which gives you more vendors. The vendor room was kind of small last year. And I had mentioned you might want to get a bigger space because being the whole thing of everybody being stuck inside, you're bringing your events back. People are going to want to get out of their house.
So wasn't it last year there was like a gun show or something going on at the same time? Yes. And so are they taking over the gun show space, or is it a completely different venue?
It's in the same space. It's going to be in one of the rooms. If yous were there, if you remember where the gun show was, they had the big rooms. It's not the hotels, but it's connected to it. It's the same family that owns both. And that's where it'll be. It'll still be connected to the hotel, so you don't have to go too far. It is a bigger space. It's going to be crazy compared to what it was last year.
Looking forward to it. Can't wait.
Then
I'm
September
about that than I am Aquachella.
Yeah, September 29th to October 2nd, you have the Aquatic Garden Association. They're going to be having a get-together, and it's one of them things where it's going to be a lot of aquatic plants. So that'd be a good one to go to if you're really interested in the plants. Probably learn a lot and get some nice stuff there, equipment or whatnot. And then October 8th and 9th, you have Aquachella in Chicago. Also, it's not on here yet. Still working on getting a flyer. It's on the same date you have Fishtoberfest. And that's all I have for events. I couldn't really find anything else last night whenever I was on here looking. That stuff's hard to find.
But there's a lot of opportunities for a lot of different folks there. So
I can give everybody a suggestion. If you know of events that are coming up, we'd be more than I'd be more than happy to add it to the slideshow for Jess. So if you wanted to email her or email me, it's in my about section in my channel. We can add it so we can let other people know about it.
Chevy Fish mentioned something yesterday. Might need to go back and check the chat from yesterday about something going on this weekend. I'm not sure. Maybe it was that. I think it might have been that plant thing. I don't know.
AGA. Yeah, that was the last thing you just mentioned, right? AGA convention.
Yeah, I mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that September 29th?
Mm-hmm.
October 2nd.
Okay.
Oh, John said September 29th. Is that a different one?
No, it's the same one.
Oh, okay.
I'll look real quick, but I do believe that's the same. Yes, same one.
And don't forget, Miss Lori has put in the link for the video today where you need to go in and put and do your I love watching the Aquatic Morning Show, and that will get you entered into the Friday giveaway of the keychain.
Yeah. And
That
today's
Friday-
video is the intro that Jess posted, the Tams intro.
Okay, cool. And of course, if you're a winner on Friday, you go into another drawing for the end of the month, and one of those Friday winners will end up getting the monthly giveaway, which consists of all kinds of stuff. So I don't know what it is just yet. But
Yeah.
Stephen P is our sponsor for the month-end giveaway.
And I haven't decided what I'm going to contribute to it. Probably a gift certificate to my favorite online fish store, which I think everyone can guess what that is.
Gerald's Flies, maybe. Yeah, we all know.
Thank you, Susan.
And Foxy, if you're still in here, Gerald came to visit me this past week. So he's still alive.
That's
In case
Wait,
you're worried about him.
Who's Gerald?
It was a fly that kept coming to her streams like 3 weeks in a row. She named him. But he was here the other day.
Would you believe that we are at the top of the hour already?
Oh, look at that.
Good morning, Eduardo. It's about time, young man.
Yeah.
You're getting sent to the principal's office.
Mm-hmm.
And he might have been in, what is that when they put you in that little timeout?
In school suspension.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting on a stool with a dunce cap. Remember those little memes? It's funny. So we might as well go ahead and show a video. We're going to do a song.
And if anybody has any question about Aquachella, Monster, let's see, what is Carrie's Science Gal Aquatics? She has probably all kinds of information to get at. She could answer.
Yeah, she was my number one source for Aquachella information. I pestered her a lot.
She is.
But she's so nice, though. Like, she's so patient, and she definitely helped me feel welcome there for my first time there.
Yes. Almost like having a personal escort come and meet you at the door, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice girl.
She's pretty good with it. She's done a lot of planning, too, right, this year. All right, here we go.
You got it muted.
This is the clean version. We
Yeah.
have it muted.
It's a live every mosh pit. So watch it, don't knock it, drop it, fry every day, ain't gonna stop it. People saying hey and whoa and take it slow, it's out of control, but they don't know I got a mother loving biome. Nature, so leave it alone, they're doing fine in a happy home. Making babies with the fathers and mothers and sisters and brothers is kind of gross, but you know that's the way it goes. Now I'm in the midst of a colony blitz. The mama died, but the baby survived and grew up and thrived. Then the guppies kicked the breeding into overdrive. What was accidental and incremental blew up into an exponential and totally mental experimental hit. And the fish police threw a fit. I guess they just couldn't handle my live bearer mosh pit. Best not run on me around this company, 'cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm fucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no fighting life, ever empire. You're looking all distraught, you think it's overstocked, but you got no shot to sway me, you're an afterthought. Yeah, I got guppies getting blitzed on duckweed. Had enough of these, well, they don't stop, and neither do we. You might call it a challenge, it's a poop per gallon. Your rationale is sound, but it's a little unfounded, cause I'm gonna be crowned as the best flippin' mud guppy breeder around. On the surf, then my must, I assert, are gonna make you a convert to a chaotic tank that doesn't take much effort or the hand of an expert. Look, all I did was rap and 5 guppies just gave birth. That's not front on me about this colony, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. You might think from this rhyme that I'm mucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, cause you best not front on me about this colony, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. I got the new genetics for the color theoretic, different aesthetic, it's cosmetic and frenetic. If you don't get it, I do. I got a vision, it's identical. If you're your vision, well, it's really quite pathetic. Now you see a bunch of fatties, they're looking fatty, you think it's fatty, and the plants are overgrown, getting kinda ratty. It's alright, little laddie, just look me in the eye and tell me who's your daddy. That's not front on me about this colony, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. And you might think from this rhyme that I'm fucking up guppy lines. Ain't got no crooked spines or time to hear you whine, cause you best not front on me about this colony, cause you can't spell guppy without that one and only G. If you wanna do like I do, fertilize the plant with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun. Yeah. You think I give a fudge about some algae? What, you afraid of shiznit getting too natural up in this biznatch? Good sir, dispose of your TDS meter for it measures organic and inorganic solids, and it's more beneficial to learn the chemistry of your water. Thank you very much. If you want to do like I do, fertilize the plants with fish food. Don't fret about being overrun, just chill and have some fun.
Love it.
Quack, quack.
Never get tired of it.
I have a question. When it comes to heaters for your fish tank, okay, like for instance, I got a 100-watt and a 20-gallon, and it's in the basement. If you put a bigger one in there, is it more efficient than the smaller one?
Well, how much bigger are you talking about? Like what'll end up happening is it'll cycle on more often, which can potentially wear it out. Because I think some of the heaters have like this mechanical metal switch or something inside of them that makes contact or doesn't make contact. And if you have a higher one, it'll put out higher temperatures, it'll heat the tank faster, and then it'll cycle off. And then as the tank cools down at the same rate, it'll cycle back on and heat it up fast. So it's more like more mechanical wear depending on the type of heater you have. I don't know if it really is going to make a difference. That's just what I've been told.
Okay.
I always go bigger.
Yeah, I mean, I treat all heaters as though they're going to fail anyway. Like, I'm not worried about trying to get long life out of my heater. I get whatever. I put it on a heater controller, and just I haven't had too many heaters fail yet. So yeah, knock on wood.
And if it says for 30 gallons, I buy the 50 gallon.
Yeah,
Hoping that helps me.
The 100 watts up to 40, isn't it?
It depends. I've gotten 100 watts that can barely heat a 20, and I've got like it's just the efficiency of the heater itself as well.
I got a. That's the funny thing because I got 100. They're all Aquions, okay?
Hmm.
And I have a 100-watt heater in this 20, and then I have a 100-watt heater in the 29. And the 29's, I bet you it's a defective heater. Then I'm gonna have to go get another one today.
Bimetallic switch. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, Sharpie.
And I saw that, Lori. Thank you. I will add it for tomorrow.
And I like for my 55-inch long, this 90-gallon behind me. You can see I've got two Eheim heaters, one on each end, just for even distribution. And I think they're both 150 watts or something like that. And then I have it connected to an Inkbird controller.
3 watt per gallon. If it sticks on it, will not cook the fish. Thank you, Alishon.
Yeah,
3 times.
but see, that's why I like the Inkbird. So if it does stick on, the Inkbird will shut it off.
I did have one stick, and I checked. I just happened to look, and I saw it was up to 92 degrees. Everybody was alive, but it had gone up there.
That happened to my quarantine tank a while back, and yeah, nothing died, but that's pretty insanely hot.
Good morning, John Oliver, and Buffalo Photo, Larry, and good morning, Lumpy Dog. I have not bought an Inkbird yet, but I got to remember to do that.
One for every tank.
Does it plug into an outlet as well?
It does, but it replaces the outlet for your heaters. You plug the heater into the outlet on the Inkbird plugs to an outlet. And if you have a tank like mine where you have 2 heaters, the Inkbirds have 2 outlets. So it controls both at the same time.
So if you have two tanks side by side, you can plug them both into it.
Well, you could, except the fact that there's only one probe, and so you'd be going by the temperature of one tank.
Okay.
So now if they were identical tanks and you used identical heaters and you had them identically set at the same temperature and they were calibrated correctly, then you could ideally it would work, but you just wouldn't have that guarantee.
Look, here's degenerate blaming it on the cat.
Yeah, a cat can be a variable.
Yes.
And they're called link birds.
Inkbirds, Inkbird. The one that, like the basic one with the aquarium probe, is $30. And yes, Bex did a great video talking about them and how you set them up and why you need one for all of your tanks, or for each tank.
Well, Miss Susan, you have a blessed day too.
Hi, Susan.
Have fun at work.
That's one good thing of not having to do anymore is go to.
The sticking on is due to arcing between the bimetallic switch and contact. Eventually, they weld together. Yeah. I don't know if they all use that bimetallic switch. You would think that heaters would be better nowadays. It seems like they're all kind of been the same for years and years.
Yeah. Yeah, because I don't know. It's just weird because and the tanks are sitting next to each other, and the one's bigger than the other, and it's staying up to temp. And I got guppies right now sent below, like it's 68, which still be fine, but I don't like that because the indicator light's on, it ain't heating that water up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to check. You know, you might look. Oh yeah, it's on, but it may not actually be working. Just on. So you gotta check it out.
Just have to.
Do we
Run
we have a report
45
on
minutes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Looks like I'm running 45 minutes to get a new one. 'Cause, I mean, I have a 200 watt, but I don't really want to put that in there.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know what Alishon is talking about. That I haven't been around.
Eva, the Jaegers, that's the Eheims, but apparently I have Jaegers, but apparently I probably have the ones that are like the newer manufacturing, so maybe they're not as reliable as the old ones. So far, I haven't had one fail. The only heater that I've had fail was my own stupidity, where I didn't realize I took the heater out because I was messing around the tank. Didn't realize I plugged it in before putting it back in the water, and then picked it up, put it in the water while it was like burning hot, and the glass exploded.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Very scary to see glass explode right near your hand.
Right in your hand.
Yeah.
I had a little thermometer break at the bottom, and I didn't realize it had broken. I don't know if maybe that's what the dojo cut his face on,
Oof.
because it didn't break the little thing with the fluid in it. That was still good. So I don't know how it got broken, or just don't never know. You got to look at your tanks all the time. And good morning, 3G.
Greg?
And good morning, Tank the Aquatics. Skipper, do we have an Alex report today?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Rico, behave.
We might as well go ahead and show that, huh?
Rico needs some coffee or something to snap him out of himself.
I think maybe he needs a cold shower.
Something. You need something.
That's true, Sharky.
Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's Alexander Williamson here with The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. Out here on another cold morning bringing you Fishery, news and history about fish. So today we have a new development. This article was published on January 6th in a oceanographic research and also in an acoustic.
We did this one yesterday. If you scroll halfway through, it's the day 2 one.
To basically have a map of little text messages that something to one another, and it is not random. And now that's clear. So I just think that's rather interesting news, and it opens up the door for a whole lot more info. Plus, it helps identify fish that hide really well, because some of the fish that do this the most are ones that hide under the sea floor, because sound travels well in water. Well, it also, when the thuds, especially if they can make a loud thump or click with bone hitting bone, or grinding their teeth together, or whatever it may be, they're then able to make that sound carry without leaving the protection of their hiding spot.
Hey, Skipper, are you sharing your audio when you're sharing the screen? Because it sounds like maybe the audio is coming through your speakers into your mic.
No, it shouldn't be.
Whenever you share the screen, you got to check that box that says share audio as well.
Where's that at?
So you have to unshare and then start sharing again.
Oh, daggone it, Bobby.
Yeah.
Let's try this again. Round 2. Share system audio. Never did that before. It's always worked. I'll probably have to mute my screen then when doing that.
Yeah, we usually mute so there's no echo. Now there's no sound. Hold on. I thought I had it pulled up as well.
And even counting how many fish are present. So
There's sound now?
we're able to see that it's coming from here or there or wherever on the reef when there's 3 microphones, just like you can triangulate your location when you're navigating on the ocean or by stars or whatnot, GPS. But we're hoping to be able to differentiate the different nuances in their calls also for the individuals, or see if there are any. So we don't even know that much yet, but interesting stuff on the horizon. And I would just really be curious, what other ways do we have to track fish other than electronic signals, even geomagnetic fields around them? You know, they can change those with electrical discharges like electric eels do. So it's interesting, and I just love to hear from folks, maybe from the morning show crew. What ways have we yet to think of? I mean, blowing bubbles. I don't know. What ways could fish be communicating that just aren't human ways of communicating? So we write it off. That's the thought for today. Back to you guys. Hey guys, it's Alexander Williamson here with The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium on the Aquatic Morning Show. So this is the weekly segment where I tell you some random, maybe useless, maybe useful tidbits about the hobby, the science, the biology, ecology, and history of the critters that we keep. Today I've got a little bit of true secret history, and we're going to be talking about an ichthyologist that is one of the biggest and brightest ichthyologists in American history. His name was William Charles Schroeder, and he was born in 1895. He devoted his career to the study of fish in the northeastern and northwestern United States, studied the Atlantic and the Pacific, and his best friend was Henry Bryant Bigelow, another famous ichthyologist, and they together founded the Oceanographic Institute. He's honored in the names of a whole genus of sharks, in a family of fish, and in 8 different species and 47 different genuses he discovered himself. So just so you know, you don't get things named after you. You don't get to find something and name it after yourself. You used to be able to in theory, but it was seen as very uncouth or very tacky. So you wouldn't do it. So it shows that he had students or fellow peers that thought very highly of him. So if you see a Schroeder, as in the name, a Schroederi or Schroederii, with the I at the end of the word Schroeder, you know that that was the American ichthyologist that it was named after. And also the Oceanographic Institute later became the North American Oceanographic Institute, and later, you know, we know that is NOAA, and it tracks, you know, all the weather. It tracks lots of information about ecology, biology, geology, and the weather. So an interesting tidbit, and the reason I'm talking about him, born in 1895, was because it was on January 11th. So right around now, depending on when this video gets shown. But that's the tidbit of trivia for you today. Just another one of America's ichthyologists that lives on in the names of our fish today. Back to you at the Aquatic Morning Show, Jess. Talk to you later. Bye.
Look at that smile. Did it work that time?
Yeah,
Yes.
we could hear it. I think
I bet Alex was heck on testing day. He can remember all the stuff. Gracious. I've been having to read from after the first paragraph. It's amazing how his mind works. And good morning, Alex. I see you came in.
Yeah.
And we also had DLC Aquatics. Good morning. Master Aquatics just called me. Eduardo is driving and listening. Keep your eyes on the road, bud.
No texting.
Pay attention here. And Nola's Dolls and Aquatics is here this morning.
Smug SOB. Look at that smirk. He's got that I know more than you look on his face at the end of his videos. Right.
He does.
Hey, how do you like that?
Good morning, Yellowstone Aquatics. And good morning, Mary Page.
Morning, Mary Page.
Sorry you haven't been feeling good. Hope you feel better soon. One of the sweetest ladies in the business, right there. Just one of them. We have lots of them, but she's one special lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
good for you, Shanna. But it's a shame you're hiding in the bathroom watching us.
5 away from 500. What 500? Everybody, if you have not subscribed to Shanna,
Yeah, we can get her there right
where
now.
have you been?
5 away. That's nothing. Let's do that right now.
Yeah. 5. Come on, we can do it. Let's see. I'm pretty sure my husband subscribed already.
It's funny.
I would subscribe my daughter's account, but she probably doesn't need to be watching some of Shanna's streams.
No.
Good for health class.
Well, Miss Shanna said this is what you do. And John the Fisherman, good morning to you. And
Good
Barbara
morning.
Jackson. I don't know if I spoke to Barbara earlier. And I think
Yeah,
I missed her.
We need to give a shout out to the social media lady.
Okay, we sure do.
And I will go ahead and play that real quick.
Hi, Fish Fam. Are you struggling to gain new subs or followers? Would professional graphics, captions, and ads help you to sell more products? Perhaps you need a marketing strategy that works for your business that is also cost effective. You're not alone. Millions of businesses across the world struggle with this problem. Good marketing plans, poorly executed, cost businesses billions in lost revenue each year. What is the solution? The Social Media Lady, a digital marketing agency. This team of seasoned marketing professionals works with your small business to plan and deliver a solid blueprint to drive more traffic to your website, YouTube channel, and social media. You can check out our work right here at the Aquatic Morning Show, as we currently provide their social media marketing as well as a majority of their graphic design services. When you decide you're ready to level up, schedule your free consultation at thesocialmedialady.com/fishnews.
I was wondering if that was going to stop by itself. I did not know.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw she was at 498. Getting close. Oh, and speaking of Shanna, tonight is Ladies Night Stream on 503 Aquatics at 9 p.m. Eastern. And tonight, I believe our guest is going to be Glitch. So me, Shanna, and Glitch, Jess will be up there tonight.
Oh, nice. Yep, I will be there.
Shall we just go ahead and go over
$4.99.
the stream since you mentioned that one?
All right.
1 p.m. I don't know if Rico's doing it or not. He can stay in chat if he is. 1 p.m. the afternoon, Chatternoon Delight with Rico Stan. 5 p.m. and these are all Eastern Standard Time, just so y'all know. They I can never say her name. Peggy's sister Renee. And then also at 6:30 p.m. you got a Rico Stan Focus on. I don't know who that is. Anybody know?
It's John Oliver, right? Tonight?
Yes, I do believe. Now I remember. 7 p.m. Alex, Secret History of Living in Your Aquarium. Also at 7 p.m. is Miss Susan from SLC Aquatics. 8 p.m. Ed's Picking Them Up Cichlids. 9 p.m. Ladies Night with Shanna, Dee Dee, Jess from Maine's Tails, Furs, and Fins. I almost said friends. And their special guest tonight, Glitch. 9 p.m. also, you got Bentley Pascal and also Catfish Terry. Then at 10 p.m. is Having a Drink with Dr. Black. And that's it for today. For that.
Thank you, everybody. Shanna Brooker 500.
All right.
Hey.
And now Ed's Picking Up Cichlids mentioned that he's not feeling well today. It's supposed to be his first stream today, but I'm not sure if he's still going to be going. he said he
I do
was
remember. Saying,
might have the big C, not cancer.
Malware.
yeah,
Human
malware
malware.
or human ick.
The human ick. That's about right there.
So
Yes.
I do have that piece of fish news if we wanted to
Cool.
get into that.
Sure.
Alrighty. Let me share my screen. So this bit of news is about goldfish that can drive.
What?
Yeah. Teaching goldfish to drive. It's pretty interesting. They have so I'll play this video. They have like a camera situated on top of a tank, and they train the goldfish. They had 6 different goldfish. They trained them all to navigate towards this pink thing on the wall, like a pink strip on the wall, and then they get rewarded for it. So what they're proving is that, not only can they navigate to this thing, but they can also avoid obstacles and do different tactics and approaches to get to it. So they're kind of like adapting to a different environment.
Interesting.
So they're actually pretty smart fish. They're supposed to
It's better than some
goldfish
other
supposed to be
drivers.
dumb. Yep.
Exactly.
So they're saying it shows that goldfish have the cognitive ability to learn a complex task in an environment completely unlike the one they evolved in. As anyone who has tried to learn how to ride a bike or to drive a car knows, it's challenging at first. So, yep. Avoiding
that's just
dead
amazing.
ends. Yeah.
Well, see, Ed was wanting to be able to sleep in the car while he goes to events, and they can just get him a goldfish.
he can train his guppies to drive and to Aquachella.
Yeah. They can point a pad and drag him there.
Ain't that something?
Yeah. Everybody says goldfish are dumb.
Teach them to parallel park now.
That's just wow.
Yeah.
And a lot of humans can't do that.
No, they cannot.
Wow.
That's very interesting.
That was.
Yeah.
So now when you go to the fish store, you'll be looking for the smartest goldfish out there.
Sharpie says the Mythbusters did an episode where they trained goldfish to navigate a maze.
Wow.
That's interesting.
That's
cool. I need to write that down.
That's intriguing. Very interesting.
And, it doesn't take much to entertain me, so it's a perfect thing. Well, I had a little bit of fish news. It was not as fun as that happened.
Yeah, how can you top a goldfish driving a vehicle? Or a goldfish-sized vehicle or a go-kart, whatever.
And it has disappeared while we have been on the stream. Oh, there it is. Let me go back.
Alex says tonight on his stream is on Do Fish Have Feelings?
Yeah, they pout. Don't y'all have some fish that pout?
Yeah.
Oscars are notorious for it.
Get your magnifying glasses out, everybody. Fishy Moan's here.
I'm going to try to share my little tidbit.
Hamster ball for goldfish, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Can y'all see?
Yeah.
Okay. This fish was washed ashore in Oregon.
They don't know what it is?
And it is a opa. Let me see how to do.
Oh, I see it.
Opa, an opa, a 3.5 foot, 100-pound opa.
What?
So, yeah, it's very large. And it was reported at the Seaside Aquarium at 8 o'clock one morning. They went and got it, and they're keeping it, for presentation and all.
Wow.
Being bizarre, but 3.5 feet, that is a very large fish. And it says they are rarely spotted as far north as Oregon shores, but they said it's not unheard of because they had a 97-pound opa in 2009 that was caught.
Wow. That's a pretty cool looking fish.
It is a cool looking fish.
Oh
Never
wow,
seen-
they supposedly get big, or they hang out in the open ocean, so it's rare to see one wash up.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder how big do they get?
Down
At the
below
bottom,
that.
yeah, it said up to 600 pounds. Scroll down.
Oh, so this is a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can grow to over 6 feet, weigh over 600 pounds.
Wow. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So
Wow.
you never know what you're going to find on your beaches nowadays. That's beautiful. I mean, I wouldn't want one that big, but it would be a cool, small fish to be in your fish tank.
Wouldn't that be something good to see that in an aquarium somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I've ever seen that fish.
And it's so pretty,
Yeah.
the way the oranges and stuff back
Mhm.
here. Then it'd be
They
cool
have
to see
20,000 babies at a time. Holy
Wow.
cow.
Yeah, so that was my little bit of fish news.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. And I guess I never think to go and look for stuff. I just get entertained by the streamers.
Yeah.
That they entertain me and don't do any research on my own.
Yeah.
But see, Skipper was doing homework last night, so it's like, if Skipper's going to do homework, I've got to do homework. So,
My homework was just to figure out how to run stuff in case I needed to.
so Jess had us all working last night. And good morning, Papa Shrimp.
Morning, Jerry.
Dragon Lair says that's a giant ocean sunfish, but Alison says sunfish is mola. That fish was just pretty cool.
Oh, Alshon is eating it.
Barbara Jackson said, I really wish fish were not so delicious.
I know, right?
7 Mile.
I wish they weren't all supposedly dangerous to eat in large quantities, like because of the mercury levels.
Yeah, one of them up here is trout.
That
7 Mile
sucks.
says I've seen a couple of them back decades ago while fishing off the Oregon coast, maybe different as they were silver, and then people called them sunfish. Seemed to just flop around. Yeah, flop around on the surface.
It's going into luck mode. She's going to be doing some work on her tanks.
What's a little mercury?
Yeah.
Not much until it's like an accumulation of a little mercury here and there.
Till your heart tries to pump it through your veins.
Yeah.
Then you become your own thermometer.
7 Mile says they have actually seen a couple of them a couple decades ago while fishing off the Oregon coast. And they were maybe different as they were silver, but people called them sunfish. Seem to just flop around on the surface.
When I think of sunfish, I think of that famous photo of like a seal taking just a big bite out of a sunfish, because they don't seem to be very fast or adept at evading anything. They look like just free food for large predators, just sort of swimming around.
Stephen, do you have a slogan?
A slogan?
Annette needs to know. If you have a slogan.
I say "Hey Fish Tube" at the beginning of most of my videos. That's about it.
She asked me, so I just said where stuff happens.
Okay.
I couldn't say what I normally would have said.
They tilt to soak up the sun and warm their blood and speed up their metabolism.
They tilt to soak up the sun and warm their blood, speed up their metabolism. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a good angle for something to go and bite a chunk out of them, apparently.
Yeah, like a sandwich laying up there. A pretty sandwich, too. Okay, come and get me. course, the reflection would be on our side, looking down, and maybe just be a dark blob from the feeder fish on the bottom. Keeping it simple. What we got here?
Yep.
Mola is the largest bony fish. And yes, Dragon Lair, that's exactly what it means. You get it, dude.
I have something to show.
Okay. We're doing show and tell this morning.
I only have it because it was emailed to me. There it is. Lame. Could you imagine encountering that thing? Like,
Oh.
that's just crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure the ocean was pretty freaky back in the day.
You know, I grew
Probably
up,
something that ate that too.
Yeah.
grew up swimming in rivers and oceans and never thought about what I couldn't see.
Yeah.
Imagine an alligator gar the size of a whale. That's pretty much what you get with a lot of prehistoric water animals.
And good morning, Big Tank Hank.
Morning, Garrick.
So
Wow, it's 11:40.
I did have another thing popped up for some reason. Maybe I had too many things open. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Trying to get organized on this stuff.
The event that Lori sent me is on October 7th to the 9th. It's the All Aquarium Catfish Convention.
Where's that at?
It's in Virginia. Yes, it's in Hyatt Regency Dooley's Head-Drawn, Virginia. Never heard of that place at all, and I've been through Virginia. It's October 9th to the 11th.
What event is that?
It's a catfish convention.
Oh,
All Aquarium Catfish Convention. Well,
Is it aquarium catfishes or the outdoor type catfishing?
aquarium. So, like your plecos, corridoras, and all that other awesome stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry, October 7th and the 9th.
cool.
You see, and then Fish Tuber and Aquachella is all in that same time frame, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, lots for everybody to do. Be jet setters.
The event categories are aquarium supplies, equipment, aquatic plants. There's going to be auctions, obviously catfish, hopefully. There's going to be a lot. It's like a trade show type thing where there's going to be vendors, speakers, and the organizer is the Potomac Valley Aquarium Society. So the venue's the Hyatt Dooley's, and I would assume that is a hotel with a conference area.
Sounds like it. So that would probably be about a 7-hour ride for me.
I don't know.
Barbara has some news on her Amazon.
Man, I guess they're not in good supply right now.
the thing is, they will take your order and then let you know, oh, it's not going to be shipped till March. Okay. Why don't you just leave me alone and just tell me no and let me go find one somewhere else first?
Mhm.
That don't make any sense. It's up there, but it's
Yeah, well, I guess they're pretty sure they're going to be getting them so they can sell them before they even get them. And then just say sorry if they don't get it in on time.
right.
You know, I wonder if there's been sightings of this fisherman character. Nobody can see him. He must be like a magical type creature.
Well, he was sighted last year for like 8 hours and then disappeared for a little bit.
Oh,
But he does have the prettiest pink flamingo plants. You can't see him,
Yeah.
but he has those great plants in his tanks. Did y'all want to see some more of that fish store that I cut the video off on?
Yeah,
yeah.
Let me see if I
we
can
got
pull that.
we got 10 minutes. You might as well go ahead and show some of it.
Let me see. I probably shouldn't have closed it out. This is a new computer for me, so I can't find anything anywhere. Okay. And open. And now you're going to have to walk me back. And let me see if I can do this. Share.
Fishymon would like to announce that Tiger also makes a titanium heater controller combo, which he should know because I'm pretty sure he has one that he won from Fish Cam Christmas on my wheel.
Bragging, is he?
Mhm.
Oh, that was on your stream that day. I could have
Yeah.
remembered which one that was.
Hashtag combo KDC. Let's see. Is that working for y'all?
Yep.
Yep.
Let me see if I can shut that down. It's going to go to some other parts. But I had never been into a store that had this amount of saltwater stuff and all in there to see. The rocks and all that. This is in the very center of the store. It goes all the way to the ceiling.
Wow.
You just walk around. Pardon?
Is that in your area?
It's in Wilmington, about an hour away from me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Some nice koi.
yeah, they're about 2 feet long. They're huge.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, it's hard to tell size. They were big, and I like the way they did that. Oh, that's some of the angelfish that I got. I got some out of that tank. These are my first angelfish.
I had one look just like that. It was a female, but she was getting too aggressive for the tank.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You gave her away?
Yeah, I just gave her back to the fish store where I got her from.
Okay, that's good to know. And
I bought them young, and they couldn't sex them at that age, and ended up being a male and a female, and they do their breeding and fighting, and then they would start attacking the rainbow fish, and it just got out of hand. So I just got rid of her, and now the male is fine.
Mm.
Okay. But first time I walked in there and you saw this gigantic, and it's really hard to tell how big that rock wall is because it's probably 5 foot wide just on one side. Then you walk all the way around and it's just like that all the way around.
Eduardo says he's going to call the Gaylord Pond Holmes for that information. Probably just to make sure and add it to chat for people if they need to.
About
Yeah.
I guess I have no idea. I'm thinking it's about that dog thing we were talking about earlier.
I had posted that earlier, but I can repost it.
Well, I think he's going to call just to check to make sure.
Oh, okay. But if they can stay in the actual
Yeah.
facility. Yes.
Well, I do know that the hotel at the where the Keystone Clash is going to be, you can have your dogs with you, but it's going to cost extra.
Oh.
I think
which
it's
is
like,
only fair.
well, yeah, because in case they got to, they make a mess.
Plus noise. Dogs bark and dogs get startled, and if you're sleeping downstairs and the dog above you is waking up, you're going to have to wake up too.
Yeah.
But, I understand people want to take their pets, and we got a little dog this time so she could go with us. And she goes on the car rides with us, but I don't know about taking her and putting her in a hotel and having to leave her. I don't know how she would behave.
Fishymon says the one that he wanted is Inkbird. The controller is Inkbird. Higer makes a combo. I want to say that they're almost identical. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just another label on the same product made in the same place.
And Patrick has some cool stuff too. Patrick, do you have your stuff on the channel? There's some cool stuff throughout the years. Maybe somebody can tell me. I don't know how to do this. I have the Python tubing. I don't use a Python because my sink is one of those flexible hanging things, so you can't really put any weight on it. How could I use those to do water check? What I'm doing now, I put water in a big, like an outdoor cooking pot, and then I put it into a big tub that can hold like 20 gallons at a time. And then when I'm filling up my tanks, I push it from there into my tank. Do y'all know of a way to use these lines a different way besides pushing them with pond pumps and stuff?
A lot of people use those pond pumps if they're not using their faucet.
Yeah,
so in the summertime, I use my garden hose. I just pull it in from outside, but I can't do it this time of year.
Okay, Geek Boy, the Higer heater controller is different. I have to look into that. See.
And none of my bathroom sinks will work for me.
Yeah, I mean they even make, a lot of people will just adapt their Python by just using like flex tubing and a worm clamp around the faucet. Just shove the whole thing over the faucet.
But you said yours is one of the ones with the spring, kind of like the ones you pull down and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And see, the bathroom ones are way too far away. And I'd have to get way more line than what I have.
That's a good question. The only other way you could do it is do some plumbing in the bottom of your sink and add on an adapter, a T. But see, then that won't work neither because you need hot and cold. Never mind. That'd be a lot of plumbing. So never mind.
Yeah.
How much distance would you need to add on? Because I have a 25-foot one, and then I bought a 10-foot extension for it. Morning, Ness.
I want to say I have a 50-foot line that I can run it from the tub close to the sink into my fish room, and I couldn't go much farther because the far tanks I'm stretched. I'm testing it at that point.
So you need another 25 to 50 foot.
Yeah, Geek Boy said he
Yeah,
has
if I was to go all
75.
the way back.
That would be the
75
best
feet.
way to do it, is to do it that way, and then better temperature control too.
Now, when you use a python, you have to run that's when you're siphoning it out is where you lose all that water from
Yes.
but if you're just pushing water in, you're not losing anything.
There's a little bit that comes out down, but not a lot, like whenever you're using it to siphon, whenever you're everything that's coming out. Yeah, it gets.
Yeah, because I can siphon it back into the kitchen sink. So I just use those little power heads and stuff.
Yeah.
That's an idea. I hadn't thought about that. I just didn't want to waste a whole lot of water for nothing and have it running. Just going down the drain technically. Good morning, Nas.
Yeah.
You came in at the tail end. That's the last few minutes of the show. That's the tail end of the show. And good morning, Sherry. Sherry, we had lots of information.
So Eduardo says that service pets are allowed in the resort. He's just waiting to see if they can be in the actual event center itself.
Yes, and I did post Miss Becker's number in Facebook and on StreamYard for us. And Paul Solterra, he's the one that told me about this big fish pet store. Well, fish store. It's in his neck of the woods.
We did a trip up to Erie, and while we was up there, she actually went up there to get a tattoo. I said, "Well, while you're doing that, I'm looking for fish stores." I did, and I found a couple. They're pretty nice up there.
Isn't it funny how when you're driving along, you start Googling?
Yeah. Well, I waited till we got there because I drove up, but the only thing that sucked was it was hard to get good footage because they were kind of close quarters, and there was so many people going in and out of there. I was like, no, I'll just enjoy it myself. I guess I can't share it.
Well, my husband is very patient. Like, oh, there's a new fish store. Can we go by? And he'll sit in the car, but he'll pull up there and let me go in.
That's nice. Holy cow, we got 1 minute left.
1 more minute.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I want to thank the new members, Rico Stan, Debbie Russell, and Ed Picking Up Cichlids for joining the Aquatic Morning Show membership. Remember, tomorrow at 11:05 after Joe's Shrimp Shack stream will be a members only stream. And it's an hour long. Sometimes it goes over. It just depends on what everybody's talking about.
Yeah, and the notifications are not super reliable, so go to this channel's community tab, and you'll see it if you're a member.
And thank you, Bwizzle, for the $4.99 super chat. She will appreciate that.
We also got to thank our awesome mods.
Absolutely.
I say ours, her awesome mods.
Yeah.
The hours today.
Yeah, I guess we stole them for the day, right?
Because if we don't do it, Jess is going to get us. You know that.
I'll just hide for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, don't answer the phone.
What happened to Skipper? Jess got him.
Yeah, you can never tell. Like,
And they called me the hitman, the Tennessee Fish Mafia. Yeah. She's worse.
this is her baby, and she takes care of it. But don't forget, y'all, Aquafest is just, 4 days away, 3 days away?
It's just Saturday, so.
You're planning on going, get her done, and check it out.
Also, Joe's Shrimp Shack, the TAMS code for 10% off your order up to 4 hours after the stream. He is a very big sponsor of this channel, so go check his store out and his channel.
Yeah, and get you some good wood, too.
Yeah, that's wood.
He has plenty of good wood.
Also, today's short is
The intro.
The intro
Yes.
for the show.
That kind of confused me reading that. I'm like, what?
Mhm.
That don't make no sense.
Yeah,
do you
it's
guys-
not
Fantastic
technically
music.
a short, but it's a video. So same deal.
do you guys
Love
have
the
anything else to add?
No, I think I hit pretty much everything I had down to discuss. But thank y'all for coming.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming.
We are gonna go out with a song.
Dope.
I get it up and running.
Alrighty. And I got to take off now for work. So I'll see everybody later.
All right,
Thank you,
thanks
Steve, for
coming.
helping. Appreciate it,
thanks.
man.
All right.
Thanks
Thank
for coming
y'all.
up and listening.
Bye.
Love y'all. See you tonight, maybe, ladies. Night.
Got the body of a rainbow. Don't let your picture spin it on my dough. Got that Christmassy feeling. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. It's an unboxing. Need to get them over to my tank and better lighting. Cause I gotta get the people. I'm trying to focus. Gotta get the people. Gotta get the people. I'm trying to focus. Gotta get the Gotta get the B-roll. Out of all the rainbows, they're the hottest. Looking the way they're gonna look when I see them grow. I can't wait for that color. Yeah, gonna go in my 90s. Looking awesome and shiny. Now I got them over to my tank and better lighting. Cause I gotta get the B-roll. I'm trying to focus. I gotta get the B-roll. Gotta get the B-roll. I'm trying to focus. Gotta get the B-roll. Gotta get the B-roll. Yeah, my 90's almost stocked up. Gonna get another type of rainbow in a little while. You got my money declining. Yeah, it's always so exciting to do another unboxing. Then I got them over to the tank and better lighting. Cause I gotta get the B-roll. I'm trying to focus. Gotta get the B-roll. Gotta get the B-roll. I'm trying to focus. Gotta get the B-roll. Cause I gotta get the B-roll. I'm trying to focus. Gotta get the B-roll. Gotta get the B-roll. I'm trying to focus. Gotta get the B-roll. Gotta get the B-roll.